Summer, 1944. France is tense. Shadows of war cover quiet villages and hidden forests. Somewhere, a secret operation is quietly erased from all records. France, mid-1944. The Allies advance from Normandy. The country is scarred by years of occupation, resistance movements, and clandestine networks. Villages whisper with rumors of raids and disappearances. In the backdrop of liberation, a highly classified Allied operation begins. Its name exists only on fragile, coded notes. Official files will later show no trace. The operation's objective is simple yet perilous: intercept German communications in a small, remote town near the Loire. Local resistance fighters are recruited. They are ordinary people, farmers, teachers, anyone willing to risk everything. Their knowledge of terrain is crucial. Their identities, however, will vanish once the mission concludes. Preparations are meticulous. Maps are drawn. Radio equipment is smuggled from safe houses. Messages are encoded and delivered under the cover of darkness. No one outside the inner circle knows the details. Even nearby Allied units are left uninformed to preserve secrecy. Fear and urgency intertwine. One wrong move could compromise months of planning. On the night of the first attempt, the team assembles. A dim moon casts long shadows over cobblestone streets. Every step is calculated. Every glance is a silent question: who can be trusted? German patrols move unpredictably. The team advances slowly, avoiding roads, slipping through barns and under fences. Inside a hidden cellar, coded messages are carefully intercepted. A local farmer assists, nervously watching from the doorway. The operation feels almost ordinary. But every click of the radio, every note copied, carries immense weight. Mistakes are fatal. The team knows that if discovered, not only their mission but their very lives are at risk. The atmosphere is tense yet precise. Each movement is rehearsed. Allies outside this circle will never know their role. By morning, the team vanishes back into the countryside, leaving behind only faint traces. Yet, a deeper secrecy awaits. The operation itself will vanish from archives, leaving no record. Names, locations, and outcomes will dissolve in official memory. This is the beginning of a story that will survive only in whispers. Those who witnessed it may later hesitate to speak. Their experiences will blur into silence. In the shadow of liberation, some actions are intentionally erased. And in 1944, France carries secrets that will never officially exist. Days pass. The operation continues, growing riskier. Resistance members are exhausted but determined. Intelligence is gathered from multiple towns. Every intercepted message is analyzed and cross-checked. The Germans, unaware, tighten patrols in response to other disturbances. The team must adapt constantly. Tensions rise. Mistakes multiply the danger. One member narrowly escapes capture while planting surveillance equipment. Another suffers an injury, hidden carefully to avoid slowing the mission. Decisions are urgent. Some members question the morality of what they're doing, but orders leave no room for debate. Meanwhile, higher command communicates indirectly. Cables are routed through multiple safe points, ensuring the operation's existence is nearly invisible. Leaders weigh every action. Should a small town be targeted or bypassed? Every choice carries consequences for locals and soldiers alike. Some plans are cancelled at the last minute to prevent exposure. The team faces its first major obstacle when German reinforcements unexpectedly arrive. Ambushes are avoided by instinct and local knowledge. Yet, trust fractures. Whispers of betrayal circulate. One member is suspected of collusion, though evidence is absent. Paranoia becomes a constant companion. Despite danger, the operation achieves partial success. Coded transmissions are intercepted, messages decrypted, and vital intelligence gathered. But the cost is growing. Exhaustion and fear weigh on every participant. They understand that the operation is both crucial and disposable. Their victories are never recorded. Their courage is never recognized. By late summer, the operation is complete. Members vanish into civilian life. Villagers resume routines, never acknowledging the invisible contributions made under their roofs. The official military logs show no mission occurred. Files are lost or deliberately purged. The entire operation becomes a phantom in history, invisible even to those who shaped it. The final night is silent. The team gathers at a secluded farmhouse. A sense of finality pervades. All equipment is destroyed. Every trace of movement is erased. Cables are cut. Radios smashed. Maps shredded. The team is aware, if discovered now, no one could explain. Yet, a single misstep leaves a mark. A window broken. A footprint in mud. It is barely noticeable. Still, it is enough for later historians to speculate, even as official records remain blank. The operation's results are mixed. Critical intelligence reaches Allied commanders. German plans are disrupted, but losses occur. One member dies in an accident, another is captured and later executed. Survivors carry trauma and fear, yet no one can acknowledge their role publicly. As dawn breaks, the farmhouse is empty. Villagers notice nothing. Allies in nearby towns are oblivious. History itself begins to obscure the operation. Names, actions, and decisions slip into silence. The magnitude of the mission is real, yet officially non-existent. The peak of tension passes. Lives are changed irreversibly. Yet, the outside world sees only ordinary countryside and liberated towns. Behind closed doors, participants understand the operation's success, its cost, and its disappearance. History is present, but memory is absent. The operation ends. Silence follows. Files vanish. Names disappear. Survivors leave without a word. Villages return to normal. Streets appear empty but alive. No one mentions the mission. No one asks questions. Memories are kept quietly. Each person carries a shadow they cannot share. Morning comes slowly. Fog drifts over fields. Footprints fade in the mud. A broken window in a farmhouse is boarded up. The smell of smoke lingers from burned papers. Small details remain, but no one notices. History has already begun to erase itself. The countryside is calm again, yet the echoes of fear and urgency still exist in hidden minds. Some survivors walk through towns, pretending they are ordinary citizens. Their faces show nothing. Inside, they recall nights of tension. Every step, every choice, every risk is remembered in fragments. They cannot speak of it. There are no letters, no diaries. Only silence. Only shadows. The equipment is gone. Radios smashed. Cables cut. Maps destroyed. Every trace of the mission eliminated. Even objects that could tell a story are lost. Local villagers resume work in the fields. Children play near streets once patrolled by armed men. The operation's participants move among them unseen. Invisible threads of history run through daily life, unnoticed by anyone. Memories begin to blur. Faces of those lost fade from the survivors' minds. The captured, the injured, the fallen, names and features dissolve. Each day adds another layer of forgetfulness. What once was urgent and dangerous becomes a dream that cannot be recalled fully. The fear that haunted nights slowly softens into something distant, like fog dissipating under sunlight. No monument is built. No ceremony takes place. The operation is not recorded in logs or archives. Even military historians years later will find nothing. Questions are raised, then abandoned. Whispers in old villages will occasionally hint at strange events. But nothing concrete remains. Time buries all evidence, and memory is no shield against erasure. The survivors live with quiet emptiness. Some visit graves of strangers, thinking of fallen comrades. Some wander forests at dusk, retracing paths they once ran under fire. But they speak in riddles to themselves. No one else understands. Life continues outside. The war marches on elsewhere. For this operation, nothing remains outside its participants' minds. Letters never sent, orders never written, decisions never acknowledged. All are gone. Even the courage, the fear, the small victories, they are unclaimed. The story existed only in shadows. It existed only in action. And now, it exists only as silence. Villages forget. Roads are rebuilt. Farms thrive again. The countryside looks peaceful. Yet, invisible scars remain. The mission shaped lives, changed futures, and saved lives in ways that official records will never show. But history does not acknowledge this. Only memory holds it for a fleeting moment before fading into oblivion. Time continues. Survivors grow old. They carry no medals, no recognition. Their children hear only fragments, if anything. By the time decades pass, even the faint whispers in villages have vanished. Only shadows remain in the imagination of those who remember, and soon even that will fade. France is quiet. A faint wind moves through empty streets. Sunlight casts long shadows over rooftops. No one remembers. No records exist. The operation is gone. Forgotten by archives, by people, by history itself. Yet, for those who lived it, the world is never the same. Their lives carry the weight of events erased. The operation existed. Its effects were real. Its cost was heavy. But the world will never know. Names, faces, places, all disappeared. Only the quiet remains. Only the shadows linger. Forgotten. Thank you for watching. New historical stories are published regularly.